It can feel very confusing, frustrating, and even hurtful when you feel like the person you want to get support from isn't showing up for you. And when this person happens to be your coach, it's natural to wonder whether it's time for a conversation or time to find a different coaching team.
Welcome to the Injured Athletes Club podcast, the show that helps athletes cope with sports injuries and bounce back stronger. I'm journalist Cindy Kuzma.
And I'm mental skills coach Carrie Jackson. We're sorry you're here, but we're glad you're with us.
This week, Carrie is going to use her expertise in mental performance and injury recovery to answer a fabulous question from one of you out there, our listeners. But before we get to that, we wanted to share one other resource we have for you.
The resource we want to highlight today for you is our book, A Rebound. If you are struggling with the mental and emotional aspects of your recovery, this book is so full of incredible athlete stories as well as mental training drills that will help you navigate this challenging time. If you haven't checked it out yet, you absolutely must head over to wherever you buy your books, your favorite bookstore, and get a copy. You can also get it on audiobook, and you can hear me talking to you directly right through your headphones and helping you navigate this journey. It really has some incredible tools in there for helping you navigate this time, from learning how to redefine your goals and redefine success, how to communicate with healthcare providers and other people that are in your circle, and how to build your support team. It's just, there's incredible resources in there for you. So both of us highly recommend you check it out.
Yes, I second that for sure. Another thing we'd love for you to check out is Lever Movement. And we're grateful to Lever Movement because they are the exclusive sponsor of this season of the Injured Athletes Club. They make the Lever system, which is an innovative way to reduce your body weight and the impact on your joints while exercising on a treadmill. It's perfect for returning to running after an injury or a break, or for adding volume or speed without increasing your risk of getting hurt. It's portable too, and you can set it up in less than 2 minutes on a treadmill at home or at the gym. Use code TIAC20 to get 20% off your purchase. Check out Lever today and take your training to the next level. There are links to check that out and also to get our book in the show notes. So with that out of the way, let's get on to this week's question, which comes from listener Kat. Kat says, I've unfortunately faced a series of surgeries and setbacks over the last few years. While I feel like I have a supportive group of friends, I don't feel like my primary coach has been that understanding of the mental toll that this has taken on me, or how to navigate a game plan through my recovery, even though she's successfully done that in the past with me as injuries have come up. She doesn't feel approachable to talk to and rarely reaches out to me. While I know she isn't my therapist, I feel like I should be able to have honest conversations with her. When I'm not injured, I normally spend several hours a week one-on-one with her during my lessons. And I'm going to break in here to mention that Kat is a figure skater, so that helps explain that dynamic a little bit. Every time I've approached her to sit down and discuss goals, this is back to Kat's voice again, she has objected, saying that we cannot set goals with the unknowns of injury and recovery. I don't know if I need to sit down and have a conversation or just find a different coaching team, even though we've worked together for over 10 years. Any suggestions on how to navigate this? Coach Carrie, I throw it over to you. Do you have advice for Kat in this situation?
Oh, I do. Kat, thank you so much for your question. And you're definitely not the only athlete that has faced this dilemma and this challenge. And when you've been injured. And so, I'm really glad that you found the podcast and that you joined our Facebook group, and our book Rebound is on the way. I know you mentioned that in your email as well. And, it can feel very confusing, frustrating, and even hurtful when you feel like the person you want to get some support from isn't showing up for you. And when this person happens to be your coach, it's natural to wonder whether it's time for a conversation or time to find a different coaching team. The decision of whether to switch coaches can be very challenging for athletes. Athletes often feel loyal towards a coach they're working with and don't want to hurt their feelings, even when they know in their heart of hearts that it's time to move on. The answer to whether you want to continue with this coach or find a new coach depends in part whether you've enjoyed having her as a coach for these past 10 years. If before this injury, you already had concerns about her level of support and whether she continues to be a good fit for what you need as an athlete, then it's certainly possible that you'd benefit from working with a different coach. However, if you've enjoyed her as a coach over these past 10 years and feel like it's been a good fit, and what's occurring now is something specific to this moment in time, it might be worth having the conversation before you decide. Sometimes the best approach for a conversation like this is a little radical honesty. So what I mean by that is, sometimes we need to call out exactly what we are feeling in order to check it out and see if it's true, because we all have our own sort of assumptions and biases and in our own ways that we might be making, turning something into something that isn't really there, right? So you really want to make sure that you call it out, exactly what you're feeling and check it out and get to the bottom of what's going on. So radical honesty doesn't mean you're being mean or hurtful or unkind. It means you have the courage to be vulnerable with your coach and have a conversation about how you're feeling. Anytime you're having a conversation like this, you want to think about setting yourself up for success. Think about the timing of the conversation as well as the location. Let your coach know that you'd like to sit down and have a conversation about your coaching relationship and where things are right now. And then be honest. Let her know what it's been like for you to approach her and at times feel like she doesn't want to be approached. Let her know specifically the type of support you need and ask her whether or not she feels like this is something she is able to do. So just have a real, honest conversation. And if she has successfully coached you in the past through injuries, then one of the questions to explore too is what's different about this time? Like, what is different about this injury? Is this a longer or more complicated recovery? Sometimes coaches and even healthcare providers can come across as dismissive or terse when they themselves are struggling to find the right answers and are unsure of a helpful solution for their client or their patient. The lack of confidence they feel in themselves comes out sideways on you as indignation. And so, or is there something else going on in her life that has absolutely nothing to do with you and your coaching relationship, right? So that's why you really want to have that conversation and check things out. Especially if you feel like, no, this has been a wonderful fit and I really enjoy working with this coach and you've worked with her for a long time, then it's definitely worth having the conversation. And if you approach the conversation from a place of curiosity and non-judgment, it can help you decide whether this coach is still the right coach for you. It's okay to have that conversation. And sometimes having the conversation will provide you with your answer on whether or not this continues to be a good, healthy coaching relationship based on your coach's response to having the conversation. Oh, Kat, so I hope this helps. And I really hope you're able to find the support that you need, whether it's from this coach or a new coach. And we're definitely thinking about you during your injury recovery.
Coach Carrie, thanks so much for that. I've been writing notes. I have radical honesty starred and circled on my notepad. So probably helpful in more situations than just this one. But Kat, thank you so much for writing in. Coach Carrie, thanks as always for your wisdom and expertise and guidance through these sticky situations. Thank you also to Jeremy Nessel for editing the show and to Lever Movement for making it possible. You're definitely going to want to click through the show notes to learn more about the Lever system and claim that discount code. If you need a few more good people to support you in your corner, we invite you to join us at our Facebook group, which is also called the Injured Athletes Club. You're going to find there a group of people who know where you are because they are there right now, or they've been there before and they really just get it. So click on over there to join us. And by the way, if you got something out of this episode of the show or any episode of the Injured Athletes Club, we would love it if you would subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes. Give us a rating or a review on Apple Music, Spotify, wherever it is you listen. And most importantly, share the show with another injured athlete, because if we've learned anything in this journey, it's that we're all better when we share these experiences together. So you can find links to the show, to the book, to the Facebook group, to everything we have mentioned on this episode at our website, injuredathletesclub.com. Thanks so much, and we'll see you there.